Welcome to Precision Weigh and Balances. Today we're going to be showing you the virtual measurement and control counting scale. This particular model is the VW-330A-C, and this is the 30,000 gram unit. The counting scale increments in 30,000 grams by 1 gram increments, and we have some large envelopes here. You can see the top line shows the total weight. The next line will show the unit weight per piece. So each envelope weighs 8.7288 grams, and then the total count is on the bottom. So there's 51. If I throw on another one, that will be 52. It does take a minute for the scale to pick up, so the scale is a little slow, but this is how the counting scale works. And I want to show you some of the features that it has to offer and how to operate the scale. So the first thing, you have a nice large stainless steel platform. This stainless steel platform measures 13 1/4 by 9 inches. And the bottom of the scale, you'll see there are 4 posts. And these posts fit right on the pan support in those 4 spots. Now, the scale operates off of either AC adapter or there is a NiCad battery in it. So right now we have the scale using an AC adapter, and you'll notice the light in the front says charging. So we're going to unplug the AC adapter, and the rest of this demonstration will be running off of batteries alone. So the scale comes standard with the AC adapter, and on the bottom of the scale, right in this compartment here, there is a rechargeable battery pack. The bottom of the scale also features 4 adjustable feet so that you can level your counting scale, and your power switch is located on the bottom of the scale. So to turn the scale on and off, this switch right here does it. Okay, so it's a very basic counting scale, and again, just the pan support, we need to put these 4 posts into the 4 holes, and it goes just like so. So again, on the right hand side is the power switch. When I turn it on, we'll see the display and how the unit powers up. I do want to mention in the lower left hand corner there is a sprint bubble indicator so that you can level the balance. So I'm going to power up the counting scale, and you'll see the scale, like most scales, does a typical countdown mode, testing the functionality of the scale, and then it will go to 0, 0. So on this scale, you can also use it for weighing. This here is a 5 kilogram mass, and it reads, now the scale reads 5,000 grams by 1 gram. Now we can go through the calibration, or really we need to warm up the scale, but you can use this scale for either weighing or counting. You have 3 displays here. You have the top for the unit. This is the total weight, and if we add more weight, we have a 100 gram weight here. We'll go around the corners, and you can see the scale is pretty responsive. So we're going to go through some of the features of the scale. We have a 1 through M1 through M10. These are your memories, so you can store the unit piece weight in, so you don't have to recall it each time. And we're just going to go through some examples of how to use the scale. So the first thing is, this scale would be popular, since it's 30,000 grams by 1, would be popular for a car wash for counting quarters. So you could put on a container, and the first thing you'd want to do is tear that container out. And so the container is teared, and then you'd want to count a sample size. So here I have 10 quarters. And so you would put your 10 quarters in your container, and you want to wait until you have a stability reading, which is on the left-hand side. So STB, and the little arrow there means we have a stable reading. And while the weight is on the pan, you want to enter in your sample size. So I put on 10 quarters. So you would just enter 1, 0, and then you want to press the piece set. So you will see we have on the lower part of the screen, the quantity of pieces is 10. The average piece weight is 5.6390 grams, and the total weight is saying that it's 56 grams. Now again, you'll notice here the arrow is pointing to kg, so we're in kg, so that's why it's 0.056 kg, which is equivalent to 5.6 grams. If we wanted to add some more quarters, someone's rolled me up some quarters here, and we can make sure that there's 50 in each. So if we just threw them on, you'll see we now have 50. Oh, I'm sorry, there's 40. Since this is $10 worth, there's 40 quarters in each roll. So we already had 10. We just put on one roll, so that would be 10 plus 40 is 50. And so here's another container. That'd be another 40. So we do have 90 pieces. So if you were a car wash and you had a big bucket of quarters, you can see it's pretty easy to count them and get, an idea of how much you bring into the bank. Now, you also have the ability to enter in your average piece weight. So I want to show you how to do that also. So a lot of times people buy counting scales if they're, we're going to clear the balance now, so we're going to clear it. You just simply press enter, and then it's showing a value of 38 here right now. That's because we had teared the container out, so you want to get rid of that. Okay, a lot of times companies are sending out tax bills, and they want to count how many tax bills are going out. So you can figure out what your average piece weight is by taking a large sample size. Here I have counted out 50 large envelopes. And so it gives me an idea of what 50 weigh. Here's my sample size of 10. So I want to enter in the average piece weight of these envelopes. The first thing I can do, I did a larger sample size of 100 pieces and figured out the average sample size was 8.7288 grams. So I can just simply enter that in. So let's take these envelopes off, and I wanted to show you how to manually enter an average piece weight. So you're going to use your 1 through 9 keypad, and you simply enter 8.7288. And if we wanted to store this into memory so that we could recall it each time, we would hit one of the memory keypads. So we'll just hit M1. And in doing so, you'll notice on the very bottom, it says ENT. And we need to confirm this, and we confirm it by entering in, pressing the button, weight set. And so it's now stored that value into memory 1. So I can throw on my envelopes. Let's see. So I want to now recall it. So I'm going to hit enter, hit memory, and then I can throw on my 50 envelopes, and you can see how easy it is. It just recalls it instantly. So there's 50 there. Here's 10 more here. And then I can throw on my other 2. So if you were a agency that sends out tax bills and you need to get an idea how many we're sending out each day, this scale would be ideal for counting tax bills or large envelopes. The scale also has an accumulator function if you wanted to accumulate. So here we have my original 50 envelopes. I could throw on a stack of envelopes. We'll say there's 15. You simply hit the M plus number, the key here that says M plus. This is from memory. And you would see it says 1, and it's added 15 to memory. We could take those 15 off, and we can throw on another stack. And you would hit M plus again. And you would see it's entered the second value, and then there's now 29 there, the total. And we can throw on another stack, and again, hit M plus, and now we have our 50. So if you were doing a very large batch of, 1,000 envelopes or something like that, and you couldn't fit them all on the scale, you can use the memory function, so the M plus. And to clear it, you just press MC. If you want to see what the total is, you can just press total, and total says we have 3 accumulated values, or 3 sets that we stored in there, and we have 50 pieces. So the scale, you can see, is very simple and basic. This is the Virtual Measurement and Control VMC VW-330A-C-300, and this is the 30K, because this is 30,000 grams by 1 gram. If you have any questions, give us a call. We're Precision Weigh and Balances. You can visit us at either balances.com or scaleman.com.